Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I have a special gift for you. So stick around because you're going to want to know all about this gift. My name is Paris Clough and this is Financial Self-Reliance. On this channel, we learn about the mindsets and the skill sets of the wealthy so that we can manage, protect, and grow our assets. If that sounds like the kind of channel you want to be subscribed to, go ahead and click the subscribe button now so that you won't miss any videos that I produce. Like I shared with you earlier, I have a gift for you, and this gift is very special. I'll give you a hint. It starts with an F, and there's 4 letters. That's right, it's a 4-letter F word. The word is fail. What word did you think it was? My gift to you today is a permission slip to failure. I want you to know that it's totally okay to fail. In fact, quite honestly, it's a necessary part of the recipe of success. So we're going to discuss in this video how and why failure is so important to your success. In school, we're taught that failing is bad. And quite honestly, if you do nothing and don't study and don't do any work and you're lazy and entitled, if that's the kind of person that you are, you're probably not going to have success. But that's not the kind of failure that I'm talking about in this video. The kind of failure that I'm talking about is the kind of failure when you do everything you're supposed to do, you study it out, you educate yourself, and you go for it with all your strength and all your might, and you come up short, and you don't achieve your goals. That kind of failure is totally okay and a necessary part of eventually being able to achieve your goals and dreams and find success. In fact, that kind of failure is the best fertilizer for growth. In the last video that I produced, I shared with you my story and the fact that I had failed at several businesses before I finally found the one that I felt like was going to take me to success. It took me many years to finally find a career that I could be successful at. And even that business died on me and ended up being a failed endeavor. However, that failure became my biggest gift because in failing, I took the time to self-assess. I took the time to make sure that what I was doing in my life was what I really wanted to do. And so by doing that, I ended up finding the business that I eventually found success in. The business that I shared with you that has led me to have a passive income that pays all of my bills and achieve financial independence. It was the business that was my 10-year overnight success business, but it was worth it. And I'm so grateful for that gift of having failed in the beginning so that it led me to find the business that actually gave me the success that I wanted and was looking for. Comment down below if you've ever had an experience where you've had a failure that ended up leading you to a better place. The phrase that when one door closes, another one opens was said by Alexander Graham Bell, which he followed by saying, "But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the ones which open for us." How many times do we look at a closed door, not willing or able to even see all the doors that have opened now that that one is closed? That's what having opportunity from failure really means. I've shared in a few videos that the word fail is an acronym. First attempt in learning. Thomas Edison said it best when he said, "I've not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that it didn't work." Imagine failing at something 10,000 times and still not giving up. Thomas Edison also said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." How many of us try something, fail at it, and then give up? Most people actually fail 3 or 4 times at a business before they find success. The average millionaire has gone into bankruptcy 3.5 times. I once heard a multi-billionaire say, "If you haven't lost everything at least once, you haven't truly lived." Now that's somebody who recognizes that even if you fail and lose everything, you can rise up from that and find success and even be better for it because of the lessons that you've learned in that failure. So good news, if you failed at least one business, take heart. You only have 2 or 3 more businesses to fail and you'll finally make it. Another really great quote by Thomas Edison is, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work." I'm telling you right now, the only place you'll find success before work is in the dictionary. Success takes hard work. And if you're not willing to work, or you're entitled or can't be bothered, you're probably not going to find the success you're looking for. There are really 3 things that happen to us when we fail. The first is that we bury our head in the sand and hide and try to pretend that it never happened, much like the ostrich. The second thing that happens is that we give up and quit early. There's a Chinese proverb that says, "The temptation to quit will be the greatest just before you're about to succeed. Don't quit too early." Now there's a difference between quitting early on something that will eventually give you success and beating a dead horse. Do your research, be educated, make sure that you're taking educated risks, calculated risks, and if the business you're in just requires a little more effort, move forward. If it really is something that's not going to be successful for you based on the research, then it is okay to quit that and move on to something that will be more successful for you. The last thing that happens to us when we fail is that we can learn from those mistakes and use those failures as stepping stones to make better decisions in the future. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Ariana Huffington. Hit like if you're getting value out of this video so far. If all failure is a lesson for us to learn, then 2020 is a serious lesson. There's so much to learn from this year. I highly recommend that you take time to learn the lessons that life has given you this last year. Go back and review this past year. Make a self-assessment. Look at what went right and what went wrong. Because one of the things that I've learned is that life will give us lessons, and the faster we learn those lessons, the less likely we'll have to repeat those lessons. So please, do everything you can to learn the lessons of life quickly so that you don't have to repeat them. You do not want to have to repeat this last year. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. How many of us have a completely false expectation about what success really means, or what it really takes to get to success? This picture shows exactly what success really is. In fact, one of the great things about it is that if you're failing right now, or if you have failed, you're on the right track. That's actually great news. I've personally been guilty of looking up to people that have had a lot of success in their life and being jealous of the success that they have, wondering, why is it working for them and not for me? What I realize is that they paid the price for success. And if I do the same thing, I will eventually have the same success. All of us have to pay the same price. There's no shortcuts to success. If you pay the price, you'll have the success. If you don't pay the price, you won't have the success that you're looking for. It really is that simple. And part of paying that price is learning the lessons that life has for us. The best way to learn life's lessons is to push forward, and if you fail, learn the lesson quickly. And remember what Thomas Edison said, that if you fail at something, it's just you learning the way not to do it. What a relief it is to know that when you fail at something, you've just learned the way not to do it. So now you can try again a different way and finally make it to success. If you truly want to have success in life, you need to ask yourself a serious question. Are you willing to pay the price that it takes to have that success? Are you willing to put in the hours? Are you willing to grind? Are you willing to bleed and sweat and cry? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Again, there's no shortcuts to success, and we all have to pay the same price. Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda Motor Corporation, said, "Success is 99% failure." Robert Kiyosaki says, "Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are." Failure is part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. These are business leaders in our world today, people that you can arguably say have obtained massive amounts of success. If they're telling you that failure is part of the process and it's part of the recipe, maybe we should listen. Michael Jordan, arguably one of the world's best basketball players, as well as a highly successful businessman, says the following: "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that's why I succeed." Here's the question of the day. Has this video helped you have a different perspective on the importance of failure on the road to success? Put a comment below and let me know how this video has changed your perspective on failing towards success. A great author and business leader, John Maxwell, says, "We should fail forward." If you're gonna fall down forward. That way you're at least 6 feet ahead when you get back up. If you're fighting the good fight and you fall down and you get back up and you keep going and you never quit until you make it, that is the kind of failure that will eventually lead you invariably to success. I'd like to share a quote with you from Theodore Roosevelt, who was the 26th President of the United States. This quote has inspired me almost more than any other quote I've ever read. "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, but there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself for a worthy cause, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. I hope this video has inspired you to achieve greatness and to achieve success. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.